Hello, I'm PS3 and welcome back to the top 5 video. Today I'm here in a woodland mansion, or in several wood mansions I should say, because I wanted to go through some of the secret rooms you can find in these places, because most people go to the woodland mansion, they find their evoker, they maybe find like a weird chest room on the way, but they're mostly there to kill the evokers, to kill the vindicators, and although this is one of the best purposes for the woodland mansion, as I showed off yesterday in a video, you can in fact find so much more here, and in today's video I wanted to show off 5 amazing secret rooms in order that I think you should be looking for the next time you're in a woodland mansion, because these are so much better than you might even realize. So like this video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's know you do like the top 5s, and indeed like showing off the top 5 secret rooms. With this said, let's get straight into talking about the 5th best room you can find in woodland mansions, which in my opinion has to be the banner room. So this is a grey banner room, and I like it because, you know, I know it's a PC room, but it feels like it's a Gary Banner homage. It's a room entirely dedicated to the grey banner, which as you all know is the old Gary Banner. Something kind of nice about that, kind of like that. However, there's a really cool secret about this that most people will miss, because you'll say, oh, this is a room filled with cobblestone stairs. I don't really care about that, but the thing about this room that's kind of special is you can go right round the back and you'll find a secret chest here. So the secret chest can contain a great deal of things, but it's mostly like a mix of mob spawner chests plus a brand new set of loot just for the woodland mansion, including chain armor. You can find chain armor here, which is great. You can find diamond armor, you can find golden apples, you can find all this much better loot. You know, you can find this sort of stuff there, including an emerald like I just put in there, as you can see. You can find all this sort of stuff in your woodland mansion, and that's amazing to me that you can find so much free loot in a room that otherwise looks entirely unassuming. So just remember, next time you see the grey or Gary banner, that it's actually got a gift for you. And also, I really like this room because it has these stairs leading to the top here, so if you want to like break into the rooms above, because you should always be, you know, looking for other places in your mansion, then here is a great place to do so. So if I actually got those blocks, then I'd be able to, let's go down and get them. But yeah, as you can see, just by grabbing like 3 blocks from the ceiling, now if we want to, we can kind of just climb up there, and that's kind of an easy thing. So this is a half block, so we have to like jump across to there, I think. But yeah, as you can see, just like this, we're now, okay, one more block, just like this, 4 blocks is all it takes to go from there to the second floor, which could lead us into another secret room, which is great. It's a secret room that helps you find other secret rooms, and that's why it's number 5 on my list of favorite secret rooms. So let's move on to the 4th best one, because the 4th best room, in my opinion, has to be the cat room. So the giant cat room is one you might not have spotted, but basically in woodland mansions, you not only find rooms which just have tables and beds and boring stuff like that, again, not a big fan, but you also find rooms which have stuff like this, a giant cat statue. So there's a few reasons I like this. First of all, because there's a few statues you can find, like the chicken statue, the evoker statue, but the cat statue is clearly the best. If you disagree, yeah, I think you're just wrong, because giant cats are just, you know, it's adorable, it takes up like a full double room, and we've got like this giant cat that you can climb on, you can bounce around, all that sort of stuff. But the second reason I really like this one, besides being able to like climb on a giant cat in Minecraft, is because it's actually a really useful way to get lots of black wool. It's kind of rare, you know, again, it's not like you're not going to get one of these in every woodland mansion, but when you do get them, you get so much black wool, and as you're probably familiar, if you've ever used wool and you can't get it in survival, one of the most useful types of wool is the, you know, the black type, because you can use it for outlines, use that sort of stuff, and you get a little bit of white wool to go along with it, you get a little bit of green, and I think it's so great that there's a room which basically gives you a bunch of black wool. So if you come in here with just 2 bits of iron and you make some shears, then you can obviously like really easily, you know, take all the black wool, get like a stack and a half. It's like, it's only like 100 and something, you know, bits of black wool, and that's not all. If you happen to find more than 1 black cat, because I have, you know, one of the middle mansions on this seed has 2 right next to each other, that means you can get double the amount of black wool, and you can do some really amazing stuff with wool, which you get from a really, you know, it's great to find the first time, it's great to explore, it has the exact same thing as before, where if you want to use it to climb to the next floor, you can do that really easily, and it also has the next level benefit, well, to the ceiling apparently, it also has the next level benefit of being really useful, you know, the components that it gives, because black wool is one of the most useful blocks in Minecraft that you never quite have enough of, and that doesn't really spawn naturally anywhere, except now it spawns in woodland mansions in the form of the giant cat. I love it. Giant cat room has to be one of the best rooms you can find, but not as good as the 3rd best room you can find in Minecraft. The 3rd best room, in case you are curious, after you've slain your vindicators and your evokers and such, is one that is only found in secret. So there are certain rooms in woodland mansions that are only found behind, you know, like you can only see them if you break in through windows or if you happen to break in from another floor, because they don't have any natural doors spawning, and they're also really tricky. Like looking around here, you know, looking for where the secret rooms might be, you think like, oh yeah, through that wall maybe, or okay, well, I made one of them activate. You look around, you think like, where could they possibly be? But some of them are really sticky to find, and the best tip I can give is just to look through windows, because every now and then they'll reveal something they probably shouldn't, like this room right over here. So this room can only be reached by breaking through the glass and happening to look around, or by getting lucky and just being like, you know, I reckon there's something behind there, because as you can see, it is an obsidian, like, what do you call this, like prism kind of thing, and again, it's really secret, because even when you find it, you just think like, I mean, wow, it's an obsidian room, what can you really do with that? However, if you can break 2 bits of obsidian, actually, I don't think you need to break 2 even, if you can break like 1 smart bit of obsidian, or like me, because you make a mistake, 2 bits of obsidian, what you can actually do is you can find inside there, so let's, I believe, if we we break the very top block, we should be able to find inside this place a diamond block. That's right, this room, it looks really unassuming on the surface, and then, you know, it's hidden, so you can't find it on the surface. And then when you do find it, you think like, oh, I went through all this effort for that. And then once you break through at least 2 blocks against the center, again, we don't have an efficiency pickaxe, so we'll just wait for this to happen slowly. But in the center of it, there is actually a diamond block. So this is a really great reward, 9 whole diamonds just for finding one of these rooms. And the best bit about it is, again, even your friends that have Wooden Mansion, they might have found this room and just thought like, why does this exist, and moved on. Even if they have found a rare thing, and you can go in there, you can sneak up their 9 diamonds, and then you can put your obsidian back and just pretend that nothing ever happened. Be like, yep, this is just a room, nothing's happened here. And that's what I really do quite like about it. So yeah, it's a room that's really great because you probably will pass it by. Even if you do find it, you're probably not gonna miss out on the key things, and that's why you can swoop in and get yourself some free diamonds. 9 diamonds for absolutely free, gonna help you to keep up that diamond armor. So what's even better than a free diamond block? Well, I'd say one of the few things that meets that description is probably the mob spawner room. So the mob spawner room is really, really well hidden. It's got the exact same thing where there's no natural ways in or out, and you know, finding your way into one is like near impossible. Besides, you know, like either looking in through windows, or in this particular case, this was a really, really lucky find. I actually, you know, I broke through that the first time, but let me show you how you could find it normally, because all you have to do is break through a bit of glass and then go round from the outside, because it is again, it's the mob spawner room. So right now, mob spawner rooms are glitched with console, and they kind of spawn in this really weird place. You know, they only spawn with pig spawners, but they're meant to spawn with spider spawners, and it's meant to be kind of like an abandoned mineshaft, but with regular spiders. However, right now, it's just a free opportunity to get yourself one of 2 things, either a bunch of free string, if you have a sword, and if you have shears, you can get lots of free cobweb. Cobweb is a limited resource in console. You can only get it by using shears on cobwebs, which if you don't have an abandoned mineshaft, or you haven't found one yet, means you just won't be able to get any, and here is just a place filled with it. You can get a stack of free cobwebs, which is pretty nice, but then on top of that, again, you're probably familiar with this already, but just in case you're not, you can break this thing, and you can actually you can get a bunch of free XP, and if you don't decide to break it in creative, so it's like, there was 2 levels at level 4, but you can get like a few levels from that thing. You could also use it as a farm, set up a spider farm here, and you could also use it if you're in creative at least, which again, Wooden Mansions aren't that widely used in creative, but if they are, you could set up a custom trap here for like a guardian spawner. You could set up anything you want here, and that's what I think makes this room so amazing. There are mob spawners inside some of your mansions, and you'll never realize it because again, the rooms are just kind of hidden, and yeah, this is why you should always check through your walls. You never know what you could find on the other side of a map room, or again, if you look on this, okay, let's let's get through this mess right here, but if you look on this side, literally on the other side, it is behind the, you know, the illager face, which is why you should look behind the soft stuff. It's like in Super Mario 64, always look behind the paintings, there might be stuff there. So yeah, let's move on from this to the best room I think you can find in Wooden Mansions in Minecraft. So yeah, the very best room I think you can find in a wooden mansion in Minecraft is actually kind of similar to the third best room, but it's a little bit better in quite a few different ways. So remember how that room was really great because it had with it, you know, it was this room that was filled with obsidian, had a diamond block hidden on the inside. What if I said there was a room that was that, but just a lot better and had even better stuff? So yeah, this is another secret room. It's a 2x2 secret room. There's only a few of these in the game, and it looks something like this. I would like to clarify right now, I have not found, you know, finding one of these naturally is very, very tricky, and I haven't done so yet, so I made a recreation inside one of these rooms. Again, this isn't a natural spawned one, just in case you're thinking like, Toy Cat, something's wrong here. No, this is one that I did have to make as a recreation, but this is exactly what it does look like, as you can look up and you can find, and you can eventually find in your own finds, and the reason I love this is because it contains 100+ obsidian, which is great if you just like obsidian and you want some source of it, but if you don't want obsidian, you know, you don't have to make obsidian because you don't have a damn pickaxe, then what you can actually do is you can break through the glass, and which, you know, that has 2 benefits, one of which is allowing it to like burn down the rest of the, so if we break some of this, let the lava out, it's going to burn down some of the wooden mansion, which might be your sort of thing. Again, when you set this thing on fire, it makes a really big blaze, which, you know, has a lot of benefits as well as a lot of downsides, but still, might be your thing. So free lava to let out, but also if you can just get to the inside of this thing, in the middle, as you can see, there is in fact an so we're going to be really careful about this. There is in fact a diamond block on the inside, so if you get rid of the, I think it'd be 26 blocks of lava around it, then you can get yourself a free diamond block, but the 26 blocks of lava you take, or more realistically, like the top 9 and then like a few from the bottom, if you just take some of these lava blocks away, then that means you actually have enough to make a nether portal if you want to. So you can make a nether portal from this room, plus you get 9 free diamonds without having to have a diamond pickaxe like you did before, plus if you do have a diamond pickaxe like you did before, then you get 100 free obsidian, and that's just amazing to me. The fact that there's a room like this in the game that gives you a nether portal, it gives you the ability to burn down your mansion. Again, some people are like that. It gives you the ability to get some, you know, all this sort of free stuff, and I just really do love this. It's probably it's got to be the best secret room you can find in the Minecraft Woodland Mansion. I think there are some really wacky ones out there, but this is just the objectively best one that you should always be keeping your eye out for, and hopefully you now know after this video that you should be doing that. So I hope you did all enjoy it. You can like the video if you did like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let us know you do like this sort of video. You can share if you really liked it, and you can subscribe when you're around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. So yeah, that's just a reminder that every time you look into a Woodland Mansion and you find regular old, like, oh yeah, this is a table and chair rooms, how exciting. Just a reminder that for every one of these rooms, there should be a, really exciting room somewhere in your mansion, and you've just got to find it. You've just got to, like, look in through the windows, and you go, okay, but let's do this properly. You've got to look in through your windows, and you've got to find stuff like, okay, this is a room which is a random dead end, but still, it exists. You've got to find stuff like the, behind the villager face, there is the room like this, and if you do that, then you're going to find yourself some pretty good stuff. So, yeah, that's just the kind of lesson from today's video. I hope you did all enjoy it. Like if you liked it, share if you really liked it, subscribe if you're around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all, oh, 2 free banners here, by the way, and I'll see you all in the next one.